You're ready to form your single-member LLC in California, but you're not sure where to start. This video course is perfect in that I'll walk you through all the steps to form and maintain, and all the steps in between for your California LLC. In this course, I'll cover the following 9 steps by creating a fictional LLC named Line B LLC. It's a fictional online retail company run by one person, you. What will be covered is
California LLC name search, business address, registered agent, articles of organization, operating agreement, employer identification number, statement of information, annual franchise tax, California business bank account.
After that, you should learn how to start and run your remote business as a California LLC. But before we dive in, let's cover what an LLC is, when you should begin to form one, the pros, the cons, and all that good stuff.
Let's talk about Line B LLC as my online store. Please note this is just an example. So let's define exactly what an LLC is. A limited liability company, LLC, is a hybrid business structure that has characteristics of a sole proprietorship, general partnership, and corporation. An LLC is the simplest and most flexible business structure for a home-based business to form and maintain. It has the tax advantages of the non-corporation entities and limited liability protection of corporations.
So what does all that mean for you? It means you'll get protection and flexibility to fill out all the documentation yourself to form and maintain as your single-member LLC.
So when should you form a LLC? You should form a LLC when you're regularly selling your product or service, you have regular and repeat clients or customers, you are hiring independent contractors or employees, and you would like asset protection. You would like your business to have its own liabilities, assets, and can open business bank accounts separate from your personal accounts. What are the benefits of an LLC? The first advantage is legal protection. Compared to a sole proprietorship or partnership, an LLC will protect your personal assets and also shield you against being personally responsible for the LLC's debts or lawsuits. LLCs protect owners from being held personally responsible for loss of personal customer information or products damaged by the company. An LLC is recognized by partners, suppliers, and lenders as more favorable. The business name will let customers take your business more seriously. Simple maintenance. LLCs require less paperwork and formal meetings, roles, and record-keeping procedures compared to corporations. Although there are many benefits, there are some downsides when forming an LLC. A couple disadvantages of an LLC are taxation. If an LLC is taxed as a pass-through entity, individual owners will need to pay taxes on their share of the profit and loss, regardless if they received a cash disbursement from the company. This may cause an undue cash flow burden on the owners. Also, maintenance cost. Every year, an LLC will normally need to pay an annual fee to maintain the company status. This increases the cost of having an LLC.
Overall, let me sum up the advantages in a nutshell. The number one reason you'll want an LLC is for asset protection, to create a wall between your business and personal assets. Your personal assets are things like your home, car, investments, bank accounts, and really everything you own. And in the case you get sued, they can only go after your business assets, and your personal assets are safe. Phew, right? What a relief.
Other bonuses are LLCs
are credible and do not have to maintain minutes or reporting, and are easy to form and maintain. Warning, there are annual maintenance fees. Okay, now that you know what an LLC is and isn't, let's get into formation documentation.
Step 1 is LLC name search. In this section, you'll learn how to find your LLC name. California Name Availability Search. Go to the Name Availability Search page to see if the name you want is available. Select LP LLC name and run your name search. Enter the first 2 to 3 words of your desired LLC name. This will make sure that you see everything that is potentially similar. For example, if your desired LLC name is Line B LLC, just search Line B. Some search tips: leave out the designator, for example LLC, when doing searches. Leave out punctuation like commas, periods, apostrophes, etc. Don't worry about uppercase or lowercase letters. The database ignores capitalization.
That wasn't bad, right? I'll continue with the next few steps to complete your formation. An important factor is your business address. Let's look at the best options for you.
Step 2. Choose a business address. In this section, you'll learn what business address doesn't work and which ones will work. We'll cover your options of P.O. Box, home address, virtual office, and virtual mailbox. Your business address cannot be a P.O. box, so save yourself the headache and don't get that.
So what can you use?
You can use your home address, but you risk exposing your home for the world to see, and it might not be the option you want if you care about your privacy. A closer business address might be a virtual office for you instead of your home address. It's a hybrid between a physical office space and a remote address, but it is a bit expensive. So what is closer for you if you run a remote business and don't need the physical space? A virtual mailbox. A virtual mailbox allows you to manage your mail and packages online from any device. You'll get extra features along your virtual mailbox like check depositing to accomplish all you need online. The virtual mailbox for Line B LLC will be with Virtual Postmail. Now, how to get VPM as your virtual mailbox service. Go to virtualpostmail.com and check out more details about VPM's California location, and then head to the pricing page and choose a plan. As a remote business owner, a good plan is the business for you to start. You'll then head to the sign-up page and go ahead and choose your mailbox number. Line B LLC as the name, and if you plan on getting personal mail, check that. Next, create your login information with user and password, plus create your security question and answer. And you'll have to fill out the Form 1583, which is a requirement. Step 3. Registered Agent. In this section, you'll learn the best option for a registered agent.
What is a registered agent? First, it's a requirement. Your registered agent will act as the official contact between the Secretary of State and your business. The state will send your company important compliance information and official correspondence through your registered agent.
What are registered agent requirements? You're required to designate an in-state registered agent when you form your company, as well as maintaining a registered agent in the state in which you formed is an ongoing requirement. While exact requirements for registered agents vary, there are 3 rules that generally apply. First rule: the registered agent must be a resident individual or a domestic or qualified out-of-state corporation. Second rule: the registered agent's office must be a physical address in the state. This means that a P.O. box does not qualify as an in-state address. Third rule: the registered agent must be available during normal business hours, Monday through Friday. Instead of risking being your own registered agent, using a service like Virtual Postmail can save you time and headache. Since we're using Virtual Postmail's virtual mailbox, i.e. business address already from the previous lesson, it comes with a free registered agent service that can be used here. The benefits of using Virtual Postmail's registered agent is that you'll get same-day delivery of your served legal documents and be able to use that address for privacy compared to when you use your home address, which is public. You also get to protect your privacy by using our address on public records, compared to yourself where you'll be using your own private residence. What if you don't assign a registered agent? There are serious consequences if you do not assign and maintain your registered agent. The biggest downside is your business can be administratively dissolved in the state of its formation and affect the good standing of your business, which affects all aspects of running your business. You might also incur penalty fees and late fees. Step 4. Articles of Organization.
What are your articles of organization? Articles of organization legally establish the existence of your LLC in the state of California and outline the main details of your new startup.
In California, the formation cost is a one-time fee of $70. How to complete the Articles of Organization. Go to the BizFile homepage. Find File Online. Scroll down and click Limited Liability Company Formation. Click Start. Review the privacy warning and then click I accept if you agree to the terms. Section 1. Purpose and Name. Put your business name and don't include LLC because you'll be selecting that in the drop-down. Check the box if you reserved your LLC name. If you have name reservation, click and fill in. But for line B, let's skip it. Section 2. Business Address. Use the address lookup tool. Use VPM's free registered agent you got with your business address. And the initial mailing address of the LLC is the same as the business address. Section 3. Service of Process. Pick the California Registered Corporate Agent, 1505, and search Virtual Post Solutions. It should pop up and you can select the registered agent. Section 4. Management Structure. For now, let's select all LLC members to make it easy, because every LLC is required to have at least one member. If no manager is appointed, all members are managers. Section 5. Organizer. For Line B LLC, the name will be Kevin Johnson. The email is linebllc@gmail.com. Would you like a future file date? For now, I'll say no. Review all the information and have payment. Let's just pay the one-time filing fee of $70. Step 5. Operating Agreement. In this section, you will learn why an operating agreement is important and how to create an operating agreement.
What is an operating agreement? An operating agreement outlines rules and regulations regarding ownership and structure, as well as the financial and operational layout for your company. It's like a blueprint for your California LLC.
Rocket Lawyer Operating Agreement. Go to the website Rocket Lawyer and create an account. It's free to sign up for creating our operating agreement. Please note this is just an example and should not be taken as legal advice. You should consult a lawyer if you have any specific questions or needs. Once you're on the dashboard, click on Make Documents. In the search bar, type LLC. You'll see all your options related to an LLC. Click on Single Member LLC Operating Agreement. Select your state from the drop-down. In this case, it's California. Then hit Make Document. Enter your LLC name exactly as you registered it with a state. Choose the state that your LLC is being formed. In this case, it's California. Although in your operating agreement it won't be public, it's best practice to use the address that you have on your articles of organization. In this example, we use the VPM address. This is the date when the LLC's operating agreement takes effect. Business purpose is a short description of what you'll be doing, and it can be 1 to 3 sentences, or you can skip. For Line B LLC, we simply stated we'll sell goods online with clothing. Enter the name of one of the members. We're going to use Line B LLC's Kevin Johnson. This is often asking your asset contribution. In this case, it's cash only, my savings. If you want details, you can click Need help with this question. Input how much money you'll contribute to your LLC, or if you're unsure, you can skip. Next is your registered agent information. Note that the address cannot be a PO box. This should have been selected. In the previous section on getting a business address, we obtained a VPM mailbox address, which comes with free registered agent services, which we will use for Line B LLC. The name will be Virtual Post Solutions Inc. and the California address. And again, this should match what you have in your articles of organization. For this example, it's a VPM registered agent. Will the LLC operate indefinitely, or will it end on a specific date? We're going to choose Operate Indefinitely with no expiration date. This is voting power for future members for your LLC structure. For this, let's match percentage and voting power. Member distribution of profits can be monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, or annual. To make this easy, I'll put annual. The two forms are manager-managed and member-managed LLCs. The member-managed LLC is a more common default because this means all owners are involved in decision-making day to day. As a single-member LLC, you are the owner. Select Yes if you want to have officers for your LLC. For now, No is what I'll select because I don't plan on it. The fiscal year will be the year that your LLC maintains its financial records. Often a safe bet is December, but will depend on your industry. If you have questions, you can ask an expert on the right. Is the LLC requesting corporate tax treatment from the IRS? If you plan on being taxed as a corporation by the IRS, click Yes. In this case, I'm going to click No. Final checkout. Then you can choose your plan. The free trial is enough, and cancellation information is here. Be sure to download and keep safely for your records, and update as needed. Step 6. Employer Identification Number, EIN.
What is an EIN? The Employer Identification Number, also known as the Federal Employer Identification Number, is a unique 9-digit number assigned by the IRS to business entities operating in the U.S. for identification purposes. Think of it as your business's social security number.
In this section, you'll learn how to fill out an EIN form online and how to fill out the SS4 form. How to apply for your EIN online on the IRS website. Go to the IRS website and navigate to the EIN page. Hit Apply Now. Read the important information and begin application. What type of legal structure is applying for an EIN? I'll select Limited Liability Company. Continuing on, review what an LLC is and what it's not. Now the details. The section Identity. For this, I'll put 1 because as the owner, you'll be counted. And you'll select California as a state for business operations. Please confirm your selection. Review more about a single-member LLC. Why is the LLC requesting an EIN? Here you'll pick one reason that best describes why you're applying for an EIN. In this scenario, it's a new LLC. So I'll select Started a New Business since I am beginning a new business. The section Authenticate. Please tell us about the responsible party of the LLC. Fill out the blanks with your own information since you'll be the owner of the LLC. And select I am one of the owners, members, or managing members of this LLC. Again, because you are a single member LLC. The section addresses. Where's the LLC physically located? Something to note is that you cannot use a PO box. You can use your home address if it's in California, but remember that forming your LLC, it'll be publicly listed as your LLC's business address. An ideal option to protect your privacy is you can use a VPN virtual mailbox address for this. The section details. Tell us about the LLC. Fill in the blanks with the legal name of your LLC. And must match your articles of organization in which you registered your name under. Going to skip the trade name DBA unless you have this. County, state in which you will file to operate your business. The LLC start date. Tell us more about the LLC. Select all that apply to your specific industry. Most of these cases, I'll select no. What does your business or organization do? Select the industry that applies and describe what your business does best. For Line B LLC, it's an online retail store, so we'll select retail. You'll then be taken to this page. Select one of the following. Since Line B LLC is an e-commerce store, we're selecting selling goods exclusively over the internet. How would you like to receive your EIN confirmation letter? We are going to select Receive Letter Online. Although I went through the online option, I'll cover if you don't have an ITIN or SSN2. Fill out the SS4 and pick to fax or mail it. A tip, fax is faster than mail. How to apply your EIN by fax. Fax a completed SS4 application form to your state fax number. Next, let's go over how to fill out your SS4 form. The SS4 is your mail and fax option for your EIN. Fill out the SS4 form. For line 1, legal name of entity or individual for whom the EIN is being requested. Enter the legal name of the entity or individual applying for the EIN exactly as it appears on the Social Security card, charter, or other applicable legal document. This is required. Line 2, skip the trade name if it's the same as number 1. Line 3, leave this blank, it's not needed for an EIN for your LLC. Lines 4A to 4B, mailing address. Enter the mailing address for the entity's correspondence. We're using our VPM's virtual mailbox address. Lines 5A to 5B, street address. Provide the entity's physical street address only if different from its mailing address shown on lines 4A to 4B. Don't enter a PO box number here. Line 6, county and state where principal business is located. In this case, it's Los Angeles, California. Line 7A to 7B, name of responsible party. Enter the full name, first name, middle initial, last name if applicable. So in this case, it's Kevin Johnson. As a single member LLC, the EIN responsible party will be you, and SSN, ITIN, or EIN of the entity's responsible party. The EIN responsible party is a person who goes on file with the IRS when you apply for an EIN for your LLC. Think of the responsible party as the LLC's contact person, where the IRS will send your LLC's mail and correspondence to. Lines 8A to 8C, Limited Liability Company, LLC information. For 8A, check yes. And 8B, since it's just you, put 1. And 8C, check yes as this is a domestic LLC. Line A, type of entity. We're going to select other and specify it as disregarded. Line 10, reason for applying. Select start a business. And for line B LLC, we're going to specify e-commerce. For line 11, put the date the business started. For us, it's June 1st, 2021. Line 12, closing month of accounting year is normally December. If no employees are expected, skip line 14 and 15. Line 16, check one box that best describes the principal activity of your business. You can match this with line 10. For us, it's retail. Line 17, we're going to specify selling online clothing and accessories. Use line 17 to describe the applicant's principal line of business in more detail. An entry is required in a few words because the IRS wants to know what you're selling or services you're offering. Line 18. Since this is likely a newly formed entity, you will select no. The third-party designee is when somebody else is doing your filing. And finally, include your name, title, phone number, signature, and the date. Step 7, Statement of Information.
What is the purpose of the Statement of Information? It's to keep your California LLC's contact information up to date with the Secretary of State.
How to file your Statement of Information. Go to the Secretary of State's BizFile page. If you agree to the terms, hit accept. You'll be taken to business addresses, principal office. We're going to use the virtual postmail California address. Don't forget your mailbox number. Ours is 2183. Please note you cannot use a PO box here. Next is mailing address. We will also use virtual postmail's California address here. So we can select check if mailing address is the same as the principal office street address. For the California office, we can conveniently check if the mailing address is the same as the principal office street address again. Under management, we're going to list Line B LLC's Kevin Johnson and our California address. If you need to edit this information, you have the option of doing that here. And we will also check the box that the agent is a California registered corporate agent. Agent of service of process for Line B LLC will be Virtual Post Solutions Inc. Here you'll note type of business. For Line B LLC, it's an online clothing company. If you have one, you will note the details of your chief executive officer and the address here. So Kevin Johnson once again in our virtual mailbox address. You can request a copy of your filed statement of information here. So we're going to provide our email address. Make sure to review your information. If it looks good, then hit continue. Last step is to provide the submitter's confirmation, then you're all set. Step 8. Annual franchise tax. In this section, you'll learn what is the cost and how to file. In this section, you'll learn what the cost of the annual franchise tax for California is, how to pay the $800 annual tax, how to file. Go to the State of California Franchise Tax Board. Select File, go to Business. Select Limited Liability Company. Find the Annual Tax section. You can pay for your annual tax online either through your bank account or credit card, or you can mail it to the address you see on your screen. To make this easy, we're going to pay online using WebPay. Select the entity as an LLC and enter your entity number, plus the secret passcode. Next, you'll have your LLC name automatically attached and automated with your entity number you submitted. In our case, it's Line B LLC plus first and last name. Now you'll select the type of payment. You'll have to pay the minimum of $800 each year regardless of income. There's no way to avoid this fee. Here's a summary of the payment. You have until the 15th day of the 4th month from the date you file with the SOS to pay your first year annual tax. Opening your business bank account is a big one to do after forming your LLC. In this section, you'll learn why you need a separate business bank account and the elements to open your business bank account. It's important to have a separate business bank account. You want to keep your personal and business assets separate to avoid liability. Remember the advantages of an LLC from the beginning? You'll want a business bank account to maintain those advantages. For this lesson, I'm going to open a Chase business bank account because it's my preferred bank.
The most important part to take away from this is really the information and address solutions you'll need to open your business bank account, as it's pretty much a foundation anywhere you choose to open your bank account.
I'll open the Chase Business Complete Banking. This will be based on all your LLC information. I'm not a customer, so I'll go ahead and click No. Choose the LLC as your legal business structure. Since this is just one person as an owner, it'll be member managed. Ownership type, since it's just you, pick privately held. Again, just one person, so yes. And for this case, not owned by another business. This is the LLC information and documentation that will be needed to finish your business bank account. Line B LLC Business Bank Account. For the legal business name, let's put Line B, and suffix is LLC. Confirm this with a checkbox. There is no trade name or DBA, so click No. Pick your tax ID. In this case, use the EIN you got in Step 6. Now the physical address. It can be your home address. If you want to use this, go ahead. I'll mark No and use my home address. We're using VPM's Walnut location as our business address, but going to use our home address to open this bank account. PO boxes, virtual offices, or UPS addresses are not accepted. Email address, business phone number. Now the financials. Tax year or end date is often December. Choose where and when your business was established. And similar to your EIN, pick your business description for Line B LLC. It's an online retail store selling women's clothing. Here you'll be asked more details about Line B LLC. You'll be asked about your customers, and in the case of Line B LLC, it's individuals. Where will your business customers, services operate from? For now, it's US for Line B LLC. Source of funding. Basically where your money comes from for your business. US. Withdrawal, depositing, and electronic transfers, you can make your best bet. And for Line B LLC, it's new, so I'll pick none. The source of ongoing business funds for Line B LLC will be from business operations, customers, and a loan. For Line B LLC, there are times of flux, which are the holidays. This account will be for operating, payroll, and tax purposes. And the money that will be used to open this account will be cash, personal, and a grant. You'll then have to verify your ownership percentage. For Kevin Johnson, it's 100%, and then review and submit the application.
You did it! Let's summarize all the things we covered. First, your California LLC name search, business address, registered agent, articles of organization, operating agreement, employer identification number, EIN, statement of information, annual franchise tax, and California business bank account. Now you know all you need to know about a California LLC and run your business. For more courses, stay subscribed with your email.